guys, it's me again. I'm here to quickly give you a review on the Adidas Copa 20.1s. Now these are boots that I really considered before I bought the Predators, which I still need to upload a review on. But these are similar kind of like power boots, they call them, I guess. They're not particularly light. And with the amount of padding on them, which I'll quickly show you, it's more aimed at, either the defender or, the midfielder who wants to spray the balls or likes to shoot. So first of all, just looking at the design, comparing it to the previous model, it's pretty much the same. Nothing's really changed that much, that has been that significant. Originally when these came out, they were about £180, something like that. So quite expensive. So I would expect there to be more of a difference than it actually is. At the moment now you can get them for around £70 to £100, which is probably much more worth it. So just quickly on the design, it's a kangaroo leather boot. That was probably one of the things that I didn't like, because I like kangaroos. So I didn't want to buy these initially because they were kangaroo leathers boots, but having worn them, they are quite padded around the kangaroo leather part of the boot. Now this whole boot is made from a thing called fusion skin, if you can see there, which is pretty much a blend of this material here going to this knitty material here, which is nice. The only thing I would say, however, is that the kangaroo leather part of the boot doesn't go all the way around as it may look like. There is a line here, if you can see that kind of where the leather stops, and that goes all the way around. So what that means really is that where there is the leather, there's this nice paddy material, and obviously it's a bit more softer when you touch them, but then disappointingly it kind of stops on the middle instep here, which is a little bit annoying because I would have liked to have had this padding, especially here, where you would pass the ball a lot, or strike the ball. So that's a little bit disappointing. But apart from that, the part that is kangaroo leather is very nice and soft and very padded, as you can see, and because obviously it's a leather material, it will stretch out a little bit once you wear them, so you would probably have to wear them a few times before you play with them. I've got them here on my left boot. They're nice looking. They're not that bad, but they're not as comfortable as I thought they would be. I'm not sure if it's because today's a hot day and my foot's a bit more swollen than usual, but these are size 9. I'm usually a size 8 in trainer, so I always get size 9 boots, and these do seem a little bit tighter, so you might want to try them on if you think you've got particularly wide feet, or if you don't think your foot's quite narrow. That could be the way that the tongue is designed. So I'll show you here, if you can see inside. So this material here is a knitty material. It doesn't really stretch. That probably is probably why it's not as comfortable as all the other boots I've recently reviewed. So it's kind of just goes around here. The only good thing about this knitting material is that it does give you some padding on the ankles here and here, which is nice. That's probably a really good thing, how they give you extra padding on the ankles that can easily take a whack now and again. If you can see in here, the tongue's a bit strange because it stretches here, so there's a bit of an elastic thing here to give you more room. But then if you don't need it to be stretched, then this kind of you can just kind of feel it inside. So that's a bit strange. But I think the reason why they've designed it like this is because that it is just a continuation of this material going all the way around. So that probably is why it's not as comfortable. The insoles is probably the best thing out of the boots, because these insoles are probably the most comfortable. I haven't seen these insoles in any of the other Adidas boots I've reviewed. These are Ultralight insoles, and you've got extra heel support here, so that's really nice. And then in the boot it's just more fake suede material. There isn't much of a heel cushion on here, but there is a little bit. But it's pretty much the same kind of padding all the way around, so there isn't anything extra in there. In terms of the weight, they do seem a little bit heavier than normal, so I would have liked to have seen them to be a bit lighter. I'll put these in layer. The stud system is pretty basic. It does use the Exo frame sole plate, which is okay. It's quite stiff, as you can see here. It's quite stiff and hard there. And the studs, it's not really anything special. There's no kind of like new design to it. They're just pretty much normal kind of like half moonish studs here and there, and then normal studs here and there. So nothing really that is that special, especially if you're considering how much they originally came out for. So yeah, in terms of the feel of the boot, it as I said, it does feel a little bit tighter than normal, but that could be because of the weather we have in England today, so it's quite hot and stuffy. But they will stretch out a little bit. This area here is a bit strange, because there's no padding here. So that's a bit, as I said to you earlier, that it would be nice if this kangaroo leather went all the way around, but because it doesn't, there isn't any padding here. So it actually feels quite thin around the sides where there aren't any leather, which is a little bit disappointing. But apart from that, they're okay. They don't blow me away, to be honest, especially where you can get other boots that are better in the same price range. The only thing I would say is it could be because of the cushion on the heel, but the heel does seem very much in place. So in terms of my heel staying down into the boot, it does fit quite well, which is very nice. But apart from that, they're just pretty basic boots. Apart from the kangaroo leather, obviously in the front bit here, which is nice. There is a little kind of these kind of designs which you can't see really, which it's probably from more of a style thing, but the kind of shiny plastic things. Not sure if you can see them, but I'm assuming they will wear off after a while, so it's not like that will add much into it. But yeah, these are the first copper boots that I've tried on, and to be honest, I'm not that impressed with them for the price that they cost. And but in terms of a power boot, and if you can get them for a decent cheap price now, then they're definitely worth considering. So yeah, I hope that gives you an idea of what you'll be buying if you're looking at the Copper 20.1s. Obviously they got new versions of these boots out now, so hopefully I can get one of those to review. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Thank you. Cheers guys. Peace out.
She want me to lock it down, but I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you moving too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me if I can slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. Baby, don't try it, just stop it. You should know that I got options. I be fly like I live in the cockpit. Mess around with the money, get drop kick. Only one in the city to pop quick. Never cared about being your top 10. Got a house in the hills, can you top this? I came from where them boys do you top list. They get crazy around here in my section.